guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So today I'm continuing on with some of the unbelievably rare games, and this is another Atari title called Red Sea Crossing. And it's kind of an interesting, it has an interesting story behind it. I don't mean the actual story of the game, I mean the history of the game. And I was reading up on it, a bunch of websites did some information on it about when this cartridge was located, because apparently it was lost or people didn't know it existed for a very long time. But anyways, there's an ad that's actually like a clipping from looks like I don't know, some kind of magazine or something, where it talks about you can mail in for this game. Now obviously it's based on a Bible story, and it's made by a company called Inspirational Video Concepts. Never heard of him. Probably a company that got together to try and make, resources or software based on, biblical stories. But anyways, yeah, so I just thought it'd be interesting to check this game out because, just looking at some of the articles and some of the crazy amounts of money this game sold for, it's always fun to just try these games out and see what your, $10,000 or whatever crazy amount of money you're going to go and spend would actually get you. Now, obviously, when this game was originally for sale, you weren't paying any kind of crazy money. It looks like it was like $35 or something like that. Of course, that's back in 82, 83, around that time when this game would have been actually released for sale. So, much like I did with my other video for the air raid, I'm going to take a look at this game and see if it's actually playable and how it plays, because I couldn't find any information on, a lot of the websites I go on that actually give you like a manual or anything. So let's try it and let's see what happens. Okay, so we got the game up. It looks like Steve Stack was the programmer. Yeah, so I guess what's happening here is that's your guy down there. I guess that's supposed to be Moses. And there's the water on the both sides. So I guess you're on the path. And you can jump. It's got some pretty funky music going on here. You can see the fish at the top there, or it looks like a fish. And there's fish at the bottom. I don't know what these things are coming out of the water, though. I'm not really versed on these type of Bible stories. So, maybe there's something I just don't get. But the graphics, okay. I mean, the character is pretty large. Is that an arrow? There's an arrow shooting at me? It would be shooting an arrow at me. And you're walking with your little cane. It looks like a cane, I don't know. Yeah, so far it just looks like you're just jumping these obstacles. I don't know what those are. There's some kind of, looks like, I don't know. First I thought maybe it was like seaweed or something, but it's definitely coming out of the water. Whoa, those fish are like going fast. Oh, I think I just got hit. I don't see anything about how many lives you have, if this has lives, or if it's just on a timer, or what are those? Something is there. Now the graphics are kind of plain looking. I think they tried to be like, he tried to get like Activision and have like a nice background, but it just didn't work. What was going on there? I don't. His arm. Is he holding? He's holding up the staff or cane or whatever when he's jumping. Maybe that's a swarm of bees or something. No, that's a dove. That looks like a dove. I'm just gonna keep going. Whoa! Oh, a snake just hit me. Is he giving the middle finger? What? Okay. We're gonna try and jump over this snake. Let's just keep going. What's that? Oh, jeez! It's something with a bow and arrow. And something just happened. I guess the ocean just closed up there. The sea, I should say, it just closed up. I mean, the music is pretty funky for what it is. Those look like some kind of creatures coming out of the... Why the water turned red? I don't understand that. I guess just the graphics. They just wanted to have the little bit of a different graphic element on each screen instead of just, you know, blue water. Looks like that fish up there resets every time you go into another screen. I wonder if that's like an indicator or something. Like, wonder if what happens if he gets to the other end, if something happens. Let's find out. Trying to figure out what's also creating a score. I guess jumping over the obstacles, maybe. Yeah, that fish thing is going pretty slow. Maybe it's a whale. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep jumping. It does look like he's giving the finger every time he jumps. Whoa. Okay, it's making some kind of crazy noise. Am I gonna lose the game if he gets to the end? Let's find out. Oh, I was right. So you gotta keep going. You gotta beat that thing at the top there. Oh, I just jumped in a clam or oysters or something. Probably a clam. Guess you're finding all this debris on the ground. Of course, he just died again, and maybe that's him going to heaven. I don't know. So he's a pretty weird looking character too. I mean, looks like he's wearing a purple toque, or some kind of weird purple hat, and he looks more like a more like an E.T. character, like, or a troll. Almost as if this game was something else at some point, and they just kind of changed it to fit this narrative. You know, when I first heard of this game, and this is my first time playing, obviously, I thought I passed. I thought this would have been kind of more similar to a Frogger style game. Maybe because I was thinking about crossing. You know, you're crossing I don't know. I just kind of had this idea that it was gonna be like a Frogger ripoff. I wasn't expecting this though. This is kind of interesting. Wonder if there's an ending though. Now you're getting all these different kinds of. Oh jeez. Whoa! Did I just get whacked in the head with my own cane? These are like some kind of lobstery, jellyfishy type of things, or... Oh jeez, run. I really think those are bees. That's definitely a dove or a bird of some sort. And that frickin' snake. Well, you gotta give it to them though for having multi obstacles that you gotta kind of face. But most of the time, I guess you're just jumping at the right time, like this arrow thing. Be curious though if this has an ending, or if it's one of those games you just keep playing until you die or roll the score. Maybe it just keeps looping like Pitfall or something, you know. Eventually you just hit the first screen again and just keep looping around. I didn't even try to see if I can go a different... What's that? Huh. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's something. Just gonna keep on going. Some funny looking snake. But you can make it out that it is a snake. That's you know, something. Oh, is that a bigger snake? Yikes. Ah, this little man with this arrow thing. Again, I don't really know the story of the parting of the Red Sea or anything like that. So there's probably stuff in here that makes sense to people that actually know the story. Yeah, it just looks like it just keeps going. Oh! Smack in the head. And the world explodes. Yeah, so I guess that's Red Sea Crossing. I wonder if they, much like a lot of other um, game designers out there, I wonder if they wanted to make a whole bunch of these things and then probably only made the one game. And if it came out in '83, that's around the time of the crash. So potentially they made this game, and then the crash happened, and then they said no more games. Or maybe they moved on to other systems. Maybe they're like, well, let's go onto the computer, or maybe they started on the computer. I don't know. Maybe I should actually look up, see if there is any like info on those inspirational video concepts uh, designers. Anyways, yeah, this is interesting. It was a lot different than what I was expecting, but it's a lot more fun than the first game I played, the Air Raid. This one actually felt like it got a little bit more intense. It had more stuff going on. I kind of liked the graphics. They were fun. The snake was fun and all that stuff. Kind of interesting concept. But I definitely wouldn't want to fork over $10,000 or whatever ridiculous amount of money this game ends up being sold for, because there's not a lot of them out there. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Throw some comments down below. Let me know what you think of Red Sea Crossing. What's your most expensive game that you own? I always like to hear that kind of stuff. Leave the comments down below. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later. And so I guess that's where you are right now. So you can see there's the fish at the bottom. There's a fish at the top. The sky looks kind of... I think that's the sky. This looks like clouds. Um, the hell is that?